love that.
Oh, it's the best arena in the world. It's the best arena in the world. Some of the toppest teams in the world as well. All getting ready to show down for the last match of the Star Ladder I-League series. It's been a fantastic journey so far, and here we are ready to break it down and put a stop to it. Ladies and gents, this is it, the final match, the one we've been waiting for, and it's going to be starting with quite the nice plane. Let's go.
So coming in from the right side of the map, this is going to allow a lot of dispersion across here. So it looks like FaZe is going to revert to their standard issue strategy. C9 looking to drop into Kameshki. I think they might have been looking for FaZe.
They could potentially. Oh my god, that would be incredible. No, wait, no. They're going to be stopping their normal place. I'm sure they wouldn't.
No, I mean, but FaZe had gone to Kameshki the last game. C9 normally opting for a southern plane path, but them dropping there. I'm wondering if they decided they wanted to maybe try and battle with FaZe, but
that is indeed the case. And FaZe are stopping now between TSM and Cloud9. That is not necessarily the best way to go around. Now, Cloud9 would not benefit so hard from actually taking down FaZe first, because going FaZe first usually ends up with you going FaZe first. So I don't know if that's a battle they want to take on. Of course, Cloud9, very talented roster, very, very good team, but perhaps, you know, they could go against any other team. They refuse to do so, and they put FaZe right now in a very awkward spot. They won't have a lot of great loot, but they might get some vehicles to head towards their south normal looting grounds, which is, you know, Miltapar.
Yeah, so it looks like FaZe is going to opt for vehicles here. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do, but they do have a target on their back. There are a lot of competitive teams out there that know that they might not be able to catch FaZe, but they could very easily do some damage and show the rest of us what they are made of. Liquid, however, sticking to Yasnaya, and even now, you know, a little bit worse for wear.
Oh, check this out, Gukun. That's a little leather jacket there.
What is this?
Nifty airplane. Dodge him. How are they going to be able to get him, though? Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, they get one in their own, actually. Oh, my God. As well. The last match is absolutely insane. So A+ takes 2 down of his own just to be able to take Gukun as well. The res will happen. You don't know who's punching who, who's raising who, but that is the way to start the final freaking match.
That is a little bit of countryman crime there, running over 2 of your own teammates on the way to taking out 1 member of 4M. So the vehicular manslaughter is occurring. And we here looking at GOL in the school, Tavello all by himself, Zhao Zhu across the way in the apartments, and we are headed south to the military circle.
So have a look at this. So it's a military-based circle. Vega haven't left. Well, they haven't left for the military base. It's actually going to be Vitality, who have smartly noticed by the plane trajectory perhaps that nobody actually went to that side there. So they're going to be the first ones to go in there. They know that not a lot of teams actually go to Novo Repno this late into the game. So they smartly decide perhaps possibly to go into that area. They could consider steering away from military base. They could expect Vega in there.
Well, we haven't seen Vega going down into the military base for a few games, opting more for the mainland to avoid those long rotations. So Vitality likely going to either pull up at the little choke point here or move right into Novo, and considering they have 0 gear on them, I imagine they are going to head there, but not wanting to give up too much of that choke point, as it is going to be a lot of rotating teams coming past them. Entis already on the way.
Oh, Luca as well.
Yeah, that's going to be Entis punching out another member of 4AM. So right now, 4AM fearing the fists.
That there indeed.
It's alliteration, Boogie.
Yes, it's beautiful, man. not gonna comment on that. Right, if they cross the bridge as well. Interesting to see where they're going to go, because Vitality took the head down first there. So Vitality might just find some guns because they stopped by close to the bridge. FD might go down early. Vitality here, it's a team that need the points. They have to be careful how they play this one. I hope they don't go, they don't stop anywhere closer to this end of the bridge, because they might get glacked down. Vitality don't play around. When they shoot at vehicles, they shoot to kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Vitality not quite in a position to be fully looted, but Ifty coming across on vehicles, 2-man strong on the right side. I don't know if he's got anything to deal with. Just the S12, not accurate on a good day, definitely not usable for taking down vehicles. So Araxi retreating into the building, just getting information for his team. Vitality cannot be taking risks right now.
No, they can't, and if they are going to be quite smart in their rotation as well. That's a very, very smart early pull towards the right side there to avoid any kind of confrontation. But they're not going to have too much to work with here. In the meantime, Mumino dies down, and that's a big kill for Tempo Storm because Vanguard are breathing down their necks. Well, not necessarily breathing down their necks, but they're next in line. So Tempo Storm eliminating one of their direct adversaries early on into the round is surely going to help them throughout. I hope this statement ages well.
Yeah, as far as Tempo Storm is concerned, they have been having some difficulty with just making it through these pinching situations where they're having multiple team fights ongoing, getting poked at from long distance, getting downed, and having to play off the back foot, which has been very difficult for them. But Tempo has had a good back half of this tournament and are looking to get into that top 4 spot. Currently held by C9, but they are within only a few points. So it's important for Tempo to continue to perform. C9 looking to potentially vault over Vitality, so Vitality will be playing conservative, but not avoiding fights.
Absolutely. They will take anything that they can get. As you saw, they were loading initially into Kameshki. We'll leave there soon because the Circle is definitely not their friend in this situation here. It's pretty much not the friend of most of the teams. A lot of them transitioning down to the south side, as Vega are as well. You can see them on the boat, trying to. Will they pick their teammate there on the other side? Will they let him swim? Not sure. It's time for a nice bath, as they seem to say, as they well depart with their fourth. In the meantime, LG have found themselves some spots there on the north side, an island just on the south side of the north side, and rather trying to approach the bridge. But this is where your boy Trey steps in, and this is where he comes in with the pincher. Now, Tempo Storm, just to remind you, they need a lot of points, they need a lot of frags, so they're going to try and get as many as they can. Myth, though.
LG has snuck up around the myth area here. Looks like Svit is going to spot 9. LG struggling still, but Tempo probably wanting these kills, so we'll see if they can come across them here. But for now, it's Myth taking a look at 9 at this tree.
And if you're worried why Ninix dropped a smoke, that's because that's where his vehicle lies. So he will wait for the smoke to plume, and then he's going to drive this one away. It doesn't look like he's got way too many heals anyway. So Svit, in the meantime, will take a pot shot there, not connecting anything. And as he redirects his attention, he sees his enemy go through. A lot of damage does connect, but it looks like Ninix will live to fight another day.
So just barely escaping. Vitality holding a nice angle on this bridge. Araxi using that door frame to get long-range vision onto Entis, who's now on the bridge. And just maybe able to hold a choke point there, but Vitality will be harassing from long distance. Entis looking towards his position, aware that he is there, but no optics as they hear more vehicles pulling in behind. I believe this will be their teammates coming to support.
They will be indeed, and they're going to make their way forward there as Temeria is going to be holding off the cross. Some people is going to be helping him out as well, or actually with the 2X car. He's not going to be necessarily connecting onto anybody, but Sungyoung does a nice little trickerino there. The pastrami with the dacha. Believe it or not, it does happen indeed. Now, if this would have been the X Games, that would have gotten a 10 out of 10.
When in doubt, do a barrel roll.
That's not good for Aaron Siegel, though. Another man from Ifty getting taken out.
So Vitality holding here against Entis, who has taken a forward position right on top of them. So now it's Christus holding this compound, trying to get some information as to where Vitality is, but he does have a down teammate. Temeria maybe looking to go for a res here, but for now, it's all about Vitality, just trying to avoid any early game casualties. Still 16 up with 60 alive.
Yes, indeed. Vitality will try to hunt as much Temeria now on the bridge caught between the rock and hard place here. I'm not too sure he's going to cross too soon, but as you can see on the minimap, there's actually someone, not a friend of Vitality, quite close to them, it seems.
And looking now, Vitality opting to hold this compound, trying to maintain vision. Monkey coming to support as well. He is on foot, and he will be looking to try and get a pick on the guys on the bridge. He knows from his teammates that there's a guy, and I think he might have spotted him.
He spots his own teammate there, but does not know towards his right that there's another one indeed. We'll take a pot shot at some people, but he's not going to be too worried about that one there. In the meantime, though, Christus, you can see him. Yes, he is very close right now to Shadow and Araxi. Christus will be held down. Shadow knows what's up. They've heard him move around. So now that he prones in, well, he's probably going to wait for his teammates to rescue him. But
looks like they're leaving.
Guess what? They're they're on the back.
Well, see you later.
Yeah, well, catch you on the next game. But next tournament, perhaps, because it's indeed the last game. If you just tuned in here, all these beautiful fights will unfold to a result at the end of this match here. We're going to go to the winning ceremony. It's going to be very, very beautiful. So thank you so much, guys, for sticking around here. I hope it's been fun for you as it has for us. And, well, you know what? Let's make this game one to remember.
So looking at the first transition now, forcing players into the center of the play zone, the military island. Very inhabited so far, but many teams still outside. Tempo, Storm, Myth, LG, TSM, Faze, all transitioning along with C9, a team we want to watch right now. Well, not due to the fact that they're in boats, but due to the fact that they are trying their best to hold on to a nice position. All the boats, the nautical adventures continuing along the coast. GOL also holding on to a outside of the play zone position. Ghost also transitioning. So right now it's all about position, and the military island is where this circle will likely be finishing.
Yeah, indeed. Likely, but not 100% confirmed, so that's why teams don't necessarily cross just yet. You see some teams up on the north side. Yes, of course, it's a 90-something% chance that they'll go south side, but still, you never know. In PUBG, you know, it's all about adapting and overcoming all those unexpected situations. So there you go, Frex and Moody now onto the boat. Driving happily so. In the front of them, there's going to be TSM as well. Break +1. In the meantime, Ghost, well, they're not going to be finding any kind of boats right here because Vegas Squadron have taken them also. They're just going to have to go for a nice little swim. Drainus +1, yeah. There you go. They're going to join the pool fun. Sorry, lads, pool's closed. Not really.
So it looks like Ghost and Avangar will be making the swim together. The Ghost, the first one's in. They should be able to get across before them if that is the game plan. And we saw in the last game, when you make landfall first, you do hold the cards. So for now, it's going to be Ghost racing against Avangar. Avangar only 2 in the water, but will be at a disadvantage if Ghost can make landfall first.
Would you look at this camera angle?
I love it.
The camera works.
I mean, the whole production has
props,
been...
man.
I mean, the observing, the amount of work that goes in behind the scenes, just 15, 20 people screaming at each other, trying to get all the angles in at the right time. We have the observer with the very high-level Xbox controller, you know, sweeping around. It's been excellent, and really, they've done a terrific job, so props to them.
It's heartwarming to look behind there. Huge big ups to them. Anyway, on the south side island, you can see Ibiza just waiting for his friends to arrive, but fear not, it's not going to be necessarily the friendliest of people. However, Ibiza won't be too concerned. This man is an absolute machine. Now, Circle will be strangling. We will look and see where... Oh, there you go. So, all right, fine. Maybe it's on the south side island.
So, as you would expect, we are going to see a military circle. We haven't seen too many, but today they have been plentiful. Tempo Storm already 2 down. Zampa and Valiate alive. So the hopes of Tempo for catapulting over C9 are slowly dwindling away. Vitality still holding the choke point near the south end of the bridge. And here comes Liquid crossing. Ibiza about to be joined by Scoom. Now Ghost and Avangar are crossing very nearby. Scoom will rocket across and rejoin his teammate. This is going to be important to have, as Ibiza being alone would have been had no one to trade with him if they do get into a gunfight. So it's going to be up to Liquid to try and hold this position on the coast.
Ibiza knows what's up. He knows that a lot of teams will rotate here because he saw them crash their cars into the water. So he's just waiting for him to cross. In the meantime, though, Enta says there's 2 guys here. 54, the Maxis are going to be coming in with some great frags.
Liquid.
James will try to get away from that one there, but Sampi won't. And it all now taking heavy damage. He's going to have to prone behind his dodge and go for the heal. All he has right now are 5 bandages and 2 energy drinks, so it's not an easy task for him at all. Samti's going to be finished by Vampire Game. That's a stolen kill. But Liquid need to stay alive in this here battle, and they've already lost a man.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are split out, and Samti having no trade available. James there, but unable to support his teammate. So Liquid is spread out and in trouble here, but they do have 3 alive still. It is very early. All 16 teams still remain. Vega has put some pressure there, but didn't... maybe get distracted. They had a little bit of a distraction with Entis going down, so...
You know what Samti's thinking, man?
Damn.
Quite on bust. That's what he's thinking.
Right. So...
As we all know the saying, right?
Yeah, I'm very familiar myself.
Yeah. Now, you see the boys from Liquid already grouping up with their 3rd James, who is quite far away from them, so they're going to have to make quite a move there. They're thinking, okay, so we've lost somebody there. We cannot play the 2+2. At this moment in time, we're going to revert to a different strategy. These boys are very intelligent, so they're gonna start playing as 1 unit because they don't have that option to hold 2 places at a different time. That 2+2 is dead.
Yeah, absolutely. And now seeing C9 making landfall, they will commit full strength down here on the coast. I don't imagine that they're going to be looking for too many early fights. They do have a decent position on the coastline. LG on the way from the south as well in their own boat. We see Avangar still swimming across, having to give some time for Ghost to get onto shore and swimming away. They knew that they did not have the advantage, but we see TSM here in quite possibly the best spot in the zone atop this observatory tower. It gives you a ton of vision, a lot of sight lines, a lot of ability to fire at long distance.
As we can see, Break firing indeed at long distance. With that AK, he will pop off some tires here. 3 UAZs he's going to body. Ooh, 100 of tires. Okay, fair enough. So here's a Monk-esque moment, though, for TSM, however. They've played this in the first day, if you remember, and they've got bodied as they were coming downhill. It's a very nice place to be. Very nice place to be until you have to leave it.
Yeah, and it's like leaving any other type of cover. When you have a nice zone or you're in cover, in this particular instance, you only have a few choices to go down because there's, you know, such drastic falls on either side.
Open.
Yeah, and they're all wide open. So it's either you choose to go down the reverse hill on the south end side or down the road. Typically, teams will go down the road and ramp into the military base, but at this point, the military base will come out.
There you go, someone shooting at a wall. In the meantime, their K will fall. A+ will not get the res, but his teammate Kenny off will, so that's not a problem there. Vegas quadrant hunting strong. Peeking in quite hard, and there's a bike that 54 drives inside that compound. Taking some damage for it, but at least he will save the bike itself. Vegas Squadron won't necessarily have to be so aggressive, but here's the thing. I've been talking to these lads early today, and they have said that this is the statement that they're making today is an aggressive one. They won't pussyfoot around, so to speak.
Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot, and I've been seeing a lot of defensive, non-aggressive behavior. So, I mean, yes, aggression is great, but I mean, it's a matter of, you know, delivering. And really, when it comes to the late stages of a tournament, that's very difficult to get aggressive because you just want to win.
Yes, indeed, that is correct. Tempo Storm on the outside there, 4 a.m. with the last guy I think staying alive there, Godvi. Atletico as well, a team that's outside the circle. They're gonna have to make their way inside. They're going to have to take some time to get there, though. They're quite far away. They're going to have to stop for heals. And you can see that the circle bites quite hard, especially considering that they're quite a distance away from where the blue closes in.
Yeah, they're late outside of Pachinki, which is, I imagine, where they are. Alec Pongo switching into the passenger seat to hit a boost, allowing the vehicle to coast. So getting the boost in there, but having to stop and med regardless. So this is important meds going away for Atletico, a team that has struggled, but again, they have had a terrific showing, considering that they haven't been competing with this level ever before. So the Australians trying to make the best of it and arriving a little bit late.
Mr. Well, indeed, in the meantime, there will find his way out from a potential fight with Ghost. Ghost will pepper him with shots, but only one connects. Oh, the second one comes through as well. Close to half HP. He will regroup with James if they can. There's stop for a bandage and a medkit. Okay, so they're using that one early. But that also allows Ghost, with their aggressiveness, allows them to actually push quite into a nice position. They're going to have a nice little piece of the pie here.
Absolutely. Ghost, full strength still. A little bit late on this transition, but will come in relatively uncontested. However, TSM and C9 holding on to the center of the zone, Vis going down, and Entis being eliminated.
That's an unfortunate thing, and I'm not too sure where C9 shot from, but it couldn't have been a close-range shot, considering that TSM are quite far away from all the teams in there. Now, you will get the res, no problem at all. That's going to happen. In the meantime, TK Jun will have heard or have spotted perhaps Skoom and Ibita moving into those, what do you call them?
I would call them bunkers.
Bunkers would be indeed the appropriate term there. Surface bunkers. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, or you know, whatever you want to call them. Regardless, Liquid has come in on the edge of the play zone, playing conservatively here with C9 and TSM holding the hill area, trading shots back and forth. For TSM, it's a fight that you would like to take here, trying to eliminate any potential flanks, as that's going to be your escape route.
Yes, indeed it will. One other team will make its way close to the circle here. Ghost Gamey have no idea where Vega is playing it from. Vega haven't fired any shots recently here, so Ghost might be a bit careful pushing this spot, and they will expect some team here, but they don't necessarily know 100% whether or not there is somebody in there. So as they cross, though, TSM will take some shots at them, and there goes that shot from Vega that will alert Ghost Gamey that there's someone quite close to them. In the meantime, though, Vis does get a down on Mikoi, and it might turn into a kill. In the meantime, Teknosh, though, will try to go for that crate. His team has his back. And there is a team not far away from them, so they're going to have to pay this one close attention. What does he have? And Mark 14. Okay, with an 8x scope. not a bad platform. He will share the 556. I think he dropped the 556 platform for that, so he will share all the 556 with his teammates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't
So
need to
as far as Technosh is concerned, every crate is fair game. I think I've seen him run to crates over and over again. And in this 1.0 AR environment, those crates become much more valuable. That level 3 gear, that extra ammo, that better weapon, Valiate, downing, and then killing Avantgarde members as well. So it looks like Profi has gone down to Vis.
Okay, so that's the second knockout that TSM delivered to Ghost Gaming, making things much harder for them. But then again, on that little ridge that they're playing on the north side of the circle, they don't have anybody to contest them. So Ghost Gaming should technically get the res on both of the fallen teammates, and I think they already have. We haven't seen anybody die, so I'm assuming that's the correct variant. In the meantime, Faze will spot Vitality. This is a team. Vitality is a team that needs to stay alive. If only they knew who they're fighting here.
Absolutely, and you know what? For Faze and Vitality, this isn't not an unfamiliar situation. This is a
Call him Faze.
Yeah, good old Fuzz Face.
Actually
trying to transition in the open and getting downed.
Oh, that was beautiful there. A team effort coming in from Vitality. It's actually Shadow that got the down on that one there. Fuzzface is going to go down at the hands of Waraxi. Indeed, a team effort it was, and that leaves Faze with 3 alive. Also, letting Vitality know who is in there. October could come in with an upsetting flank. He's going to have to move in quite soon, it seems. Let's see if he chooses to actually approach the last from Faze as they're fighting Vitality. I'm sure they're going to be spotted, but in the meantime, Vega are going to be quite busy themselves with a fight with TSM. And 54th has been knocked out as well as Vampire Game Break just having a field day going ham against Vega Squadron.
I think it's really important for TSM to have a good final game here. It has not been the tournament that they had hoped for, but for now it's about finishing strong, and they do have a very strong position on top of this mountain. The escape route is being blocked by multiple teams, however, as C9 is also engaged below them, and C9 is also getting shot at from Break as well, so a lot of aggression coming out here from TSM.
Break now trying to see if he can connect more with Maxisor. He spotted Cloud9 leaving the scene, so he's not really too worried about that one. Long range AK shots. If he connects one, then I would be impressed. These 7.62 platforms are so hard to hit. You got a 2x on top of that and makes it even harder.
He might as well throw the gun at them at that stage. I mean, those AK bullets travel so slowly. It's very difficult to snipe, especially a moving target that far away. Vega is now pinched between TSM and C9 in that low ground position. Vitality still poking away at Faze. They do have them zoned. Faze does have to exit here, but for now, it's going to be all about Vitality trying to avoid any casualties. They are spread out and looking down towards that Novo area.
They're not moving in, though.
They don't have any reason to. They have them completely zoned. Faze does have to eventually exit this building, and for now, Vitality is inclined to wait.
They have a ridge to work with here, though. That's the silver lining on their otherwise dark cloud right now for Faze, having lost Fuzzface there, an absolute monster in their roster. Ibiza as well taking heck a ton of damage. Is he gonna have enough time as Jempty gets knocked out himself? Can Ibiza pop a first aid kit? No, he can't. There's someone blocking him. It's APR. Ibiza's gonna get knocked out as well. That leaves Scoom alone. Oh, this is becoming super. No, that's James. Sorry, leaves James alone. He's gonna be the last man standing for his team, and I think we can see it.
Liquid could go out in 6th or in 15th place here if they're not careful. James is being attacked. Ghost is well aware of his position. Faze in rough shape as well. So Vitality having them completely zoned, but it's all about Liquid potentially going out in a horrific place right now.
Yes, indeed. Frolic in the meantime gets himself down. Nifty.
That vehicle is right next to him. He's got to watch out. Liquid is eliminated.
That's it. Mikway comes in with the closer there. Liquid not going to get a lot of points from this one here. Going in 15th is not going to help their cause. We're going to have to wait until the end until we calculate all the points. But, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to find out later on. In the meantime, Ghost and Atletico might go at it, but Ifty might put a stop to that as well. Ifty seems to be moving forward a little bit there. Shots popping left and right. A lot of action happening now as we see Faze trying to make a move forward. They're going to be using their smokes, trying to get out of there. Mixie eating up a heck ton of damage. Is he going to stay alive, though? We'll find out later on.
Ghost getting pressured by the zone. Vitality shooting down towards Faze. Faze using all their utility right now, but are being knocked. Jempty and Mixie go down. So Vitality doing their best to eliminate their main rivals here. So Faze, and now that's going to be Faze eliminated by Vitality.
Vitality come through with the clutch plays there, and they do indeed take out Faze. And that will see them get some nice kill points there. 6 to be more precise for every single kill. And there goes Keen, actually, being a dirty little snake against Baby and Axe. Is he going to be able to find too much here? There's 3 guys from LG. Technosh is just going to be a bit further down as Vediot tries to come in from Tempo Stormer from another angle. He will get a chance to get in there, but in the meantime here, Keen has no idea of where his enemies lie. Yeah, he hears them now.
So this is really a big deal for Vitality, who were looking to do their best to get into and to solidify, rather, that 3rd place. C9 has lost 2 members as well, and Keen is now looking to take out LG. He's got the flank ready to pop off here. Keen might want to press, but he's maybe waiting for, well, he's got no backup coming.
Now, here's the smart thing about it. LG can carve a path for him in the next circle, so he can use them as a shield, as a meat shield, as they try to go in there and try to get themselves some kills as well. So he's not going to be taking shots just yet, but TSM is taking shots, or actually Vitality meeting TSM. TSM is not going to give up on this fight.
No, it looks
sure they won't.
Smack is meting right now. A little bit of a lull in the action, but this is a low ground flank coming in from Vis. Vis looking to get that angle onto Vitality. If Vitality takes a ton of damage in this fight, it could be disastrous, but Vis has been spotted.
And he needs to pick a ton of damage, but he doesn't go down just yet. Now, finally, Shadow puts him to rest. The knockout won't be, well, it won't turn into a kill. The play zone will claim its own. Keen is going to be making his way, but Valiant's actually behind him.
Valiant taking a lot of damage.
That's a lot of.
This is the last man standing. He cannot miss that timing. Tempo Storm here in a position. Oh, he's going to take... Oh, no! Valiant, that's a terrible, terrible situation, and Tempo is eliminated in 11th place.
Oh no, Keen has been spotted. He fired off his shot. And now the boys from LG are taking fire at him. But Atletico are coming into his rescue. Atletico will take shots at LG in return. That gives Keen another chance to live. And as he makes his way forward, he's going to look at that axe there. Wow.
Ooh, spray down.
That is a spray with a scar at a long distance with a hollow sight on top of Baby. He's going to be taken down by Atletico. Atletico making their move inside of here. They're really dominating LG at this moment in time. Really doing good. I want to point this out. All the top teams that are fighting for all the top placements are either downed or have one member in, and that member, one of them, barely with a sliver of life left.
Vitality and TSM are still posturing at the north end of the circle. Both teams looking for an advantage, but it looks like LG is going to eliminate Avangar. So that is an elimination there. Avangar going down in 10th place. LG still in this, and now Vitality and TSM are going to start squaring off.
Yes, indeed they will. Until we get there, we have it. Look at Neverboard taking SK down or trying his best at it. We'll see if we can have a look at that other fight in the meantime here. Neverboard holding on to his back ankle there. He knows that one member of LG is still going to be close by. And, well, there we go. It's going to be popping off. There we go. We can see an overview here. Vitality actually won't be in a fight with TSM. TSM, are they on the back foot here? It looks to be only Break. No, they're turning into a left flank here. Break is going to keep them busy. He's going to try to jiggle, peek out as much as you can without taking any damage. Shadow's ready to take him down.
Too much peeking.
Oh, puts him to sleep. He didn't have a helmet, and that was a headshot on him as well. They spot the side flank as well. And APR all of a sudden is all that remains. Shadow sees him. He will take the shots. Will he connect? He doesn't have a helmet of his own. APR needs to run out of this one. He needs to escape this fight. There's no chance he can go into a 1v2 without a helmet, but he doesn't. He keeps on his spot.
So it looks like TSM split is costing them again here. They've split once again, and now it's only APR up, trying to peek around to avoid any damage, but Vitality firing from the bottom of this low ground position. APR down to half health. Vitality looking to finish TSM and continue on through this game. It is imperative for Vitality to stay up here. Ifty going down in the background. APR having to back off this fight and giving Vitality a path into the zone.
Ifty eliminated as well. I do believe so. Or there might be one guy left from Ifty at this moment in time. Myth, in the meantime, falls himself. That's 8 teams left, like Cloud9 now against Ghost Kimi. And Solid FPS gets that burst fire M16. Beautiful shots out of him. Austin as well dying down. That's Ghost Kimi out.
Oh, and Solid's only the last man standing for C9, so only 1 kill on C9 they have. Come down to just Solid, so that is an unfortunate turn for them, who have actually tried to try and vault into 3rd place. But really, if that is going to be possible, Solid is going to have to clutch the rest of this game.
Look at Shadow and Monkey making their way towards NPR. They found themselves a little piece of the puzzle there, a little piece of the pie inside the circle, but they're going to have to take this fight, and NPR is not going to give it up. We said he's got no helmet. He actually has a level 1. We'll see how it pans out in this 1v2 duel. In the meantime here, it looks like he's proned in. He's giving up on it.
I think he's gone full defensive, and really TSM's issue is that they've been splitting up. Vis going for that low ground flank, getting knocked, and then that basically leaves his flanking teammates wide open. Vitality exploiting that. Break goes down. Now AIM-PR is the last man standing for TSM, who's just having a rough day today as well. But right now, Atletico still 3 up, having dealt with LG. LG out as well, as far as I can tell. Atletico 3 up, Myth 3 up, Cloud9 with 2. And that is 4 AM going out as well.
You know what? I'm very impressed with 4 AM. I think China's not watching. They got their own little stream there.
Yeah, they're not listening to us.
If they're listening, we're very impressed with you.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go back into it here. Atletico versus Myth versus one guy from Cloud9. And the other side, you got Vitality versus TSM AIM-PR. That's not a lot of teams. There's 5 teams in total. 10 people left alive, as you can see on the top right corner. On the top left, you can see the team tracker exactly who is alive indeed. Circle pretty much in the middle of the previous one. Oh, the fight is about to pop off. I think Cloud9, well, solid FPS more like. I was going to have to go against Vidum.
He's going to have to sneak in, essentially. He has to come in behind Myth, and Myth has to rotate down the hill to get away from him. For Solid to stay in this game, Myth has to basically get away from him. So for Atletico and Myth, if they can get at Vitality and maybe take them out, and if AIM-PR doesn't, actually if AIM-PR stays in, it doesn't matter. If C9 can outlive Vitality, there is a very real chance that they could take 3rd place.
Yes, they could indeed. Solid FPS sneaking around. There's no other way to do it. He's discarded of his backpack to slim his stature. That's a smart thing to do. He doesn't necessarily need too much. He's got 2 first aids.
He probably doesn't have a ton of ammo.
Bandages. He probably doesn't have a ton of ammo. But then again, how much ammo would you need when you're facing so many squads? If you are able to take one of them down, then you're obviously going to be able to take their ammo as well.
We'll see what the decision is here.
His end game isn't necessarily to loot at this stage. It's just to stay alive for as long as possible.
Yeah, so in this particular instance, I don't think he wants to start this fight. He knows that there are 3, maybe 2, who knows how many people in front of him. He's just trying to stay alive. He knows that if he stays alive long enough, he could potentially secure his team a 3rd place finish. It's going to be a huge uphill battle for him. It's really up to Atletico and Myth to put pressure onto Vitality and for AIM-PR to be eventually spotted.
Will they break the snake? We'll have to find out later on if Myth can achieve that. In the meantime, they're going to be quite busy with Atletico. Vitality just waiting for everybody to dominate each other. They're waiting basically to get better placements before they go in, and that's a smart choice. In the meantime, though, Solid FPS chooses to go for the fight. And Svit indeed does break the snake, and that is it. Myth stay alive, but one of them knocked out. Is there a res possible? Neotica might get the res, and that will see them play as 3. That would be huge for them because Atletico is also playing with a few lads in there as well. 3 of them to be more precise. Shadow in the meantime takes some shots at Atletico. So that will draw Atletico's attention towards Vitality, which means that Myth could potentially make a move. They finally spot AIM-PR, and without a cure in the world, Shadow takes him down. 3 teams in this final match.
I think Vitality has done more than enough to potentially climb into that 3rd place and solidify it. We will have to calculate all the points at the end of this game, but for now, Vitality having to sneak in with the zone, taking damage. Atletico right there.
Myth have the circle, but do they have the aim? Neverwhere brings down Shadow. That means that there's 1 guy left for Vitality. Can that guy get res? Now, that's the big question here. No, it doesn't look like it. Pongo's going to be going in aggressive. He will have to watch his step.
Vitality
knows Monkey is close. Yeah, he knows that at least one other enemy is close by here. That smoke is actually going to be helping him out a little bit here as Pongo pushes in. Monkey behind the tree. Does he know of this? Zvid should be able to spot him at this point. Still 3 teams left alive. He takes the shots at them, but he does not connect. Mid is helping him out, but not for long. It's going to be Pongo. That puts him to rest, and it's now Atletico versus Myth in a hard knock duel.
This is the first time we've seen the Australians in a position to potentially win a game. They might be going for a res here. Myth 3 up strong. The res is coming out for Atletico. Atletico, the Australians having not the best tournament, but finishing strong, looking to leave a memory in the hearts of the viewers here. So it looks like Atletico and Team Australia looking towards the Thailand team, and it's going to be a battle for the finish here.
It will be indeed. Now Myth hoping to catch Atletico on the front foot there as they have to make their way forward. They have some smokes to work with here, but they have to advance. Myth have to circle. This should be, by all means and purposes, a Myth game, and they started off nicely with a knockdown on Heffa. Pongo's still alive. There's still Neverwhere alive. He will try to get the res, or will he?
Oh,
no,
the
he
zone
won't.
is pressing.
Oh, it's really getting a heck of a ton of damage.
Myth.
Neverwhere dies. And there's 1 guy left here. Pongo's still alive, but not for long.
Down.
Neotica puts him to bed, and that's the GG and the chicken dinner for Team Myth.
An excellent hold there on that ridge. They did not give them any space. Atletico having to push into the open. Myth using that land to essentially secure the victory. Atletico making a huge performance there in this final game, but unable to secure the victory, but a nice second place. Vitality going out in third, exactly what they needed. TSM taking a lot of damage through the mid game, coming in fourth, and C9 in fifth.
Okay then. Scoom not necessarily too legendary for achieving this victory here. These champions truly deserve to raise the prize, to raise the trophy that is in front of them, Moses.
Absolutely. Looking at Faze from a consistency standpoint, they went into this tournament looking only to win, taking second, taking third, and finally moving into a position to start winning games, and they will hoist this trophy proudly.
Oh, there they are. There goes the race. And it's a beautiful moment for Faze Clan and for every fan of them out there.
This is an amazing moment for them, having come in fewer tournaments and actually performing to its standard now, holding a championship trophy above their heads. This is an incredible achievement for someone who has been performing for so long as a team. I'm extremely proud of you guys.
Everybody is, and I don't think there's any team in there that would deny the joy that Faze feel right now. Everybody should be proud of these lads here at this point in time. Indeed, they are the winners. There's Mixie raising that trophy like a champion. And you know what? He's earned the right to do just that.
That's a lot of confetti. That's a lot of confetti.
I feel for whoever else to clean the stage after this.
So an excellent effort. I mean, Liquid, you can see them coming down the stairs, wishing it was them. But again, a great effort from them. But right now it is all about Faze, Jempty, Fuzzface, Mixie, and Haxetti, having worked for so long for this moment.
Yes, they have indeed. Here come the boys from Liquid to congratulate them as well. Liquid looking at what could they have potentially gained. But talking this morning to Liquid, they also said to me, we wouldn't be mad if we get second, if we would get third. We knew that we put in a lot of effort into this. So that's pretty much everybody being happy right now for Faze. I'm pretty sure they all are.
I mean, these guys always scrim together. They are a very close-knit community here in EU, and really, it's just a situation where the camaraderie is very strong. Liquid entering as well. The celebratory fist bumps. And I'm imagining now that they're going to have some words to share about how the tournament went. But Fuzzface trying to figure out how to handshake. There we go. Good work, buddy. So Hax and Mixie, Jempty there as well. The twin brothers, Jempty and Samty next to each other. And looks like Team Liquid has taken second place. So congratulations to them as well.
Congratulations, Team Liquid, for coming into second place with 20 Gs. A well-deserved effort. Very well-deserved indeed. And the boys, well, they are happy. They could have been a bit happier perhaps. And here comes the winners of the third place there, Team Vitality. The Frenchies do it. And they put themselves up on the board, forcing Faze to get out of the stage pretty much.
Sorry, winners. There's more people coming. But as far as this is concerned, Vitality also having a terrific effort. It was in question there for a little while, but for Vitality, this is another top place finish. And I know Shadow 1K is not happy with third place, but ultimately all of these teams have put in a tremendous effort through this tournament. And Vitality on the third place finish. And Liquid, the new team coming in second place, but ultimately it's Faze securing this tournament. And look at the smiles all around.
Look at Fuzzface, and it's just beautiful. You know what? Let's just keep it quiet. Let's just watch them. Very happy in their moment of glory. Well done. Congratulations to all of the teams here. We've seen some phenomenal effort from Asia as well, and I would love to see them soon again, right here on TPP, where the fairer battlegrounds resides.
You know what? As far as the Asian teams, the Australians, all these international guys that have come in here to compete with some of the best in the world, it is all about just getting that experience. We would love to see them come back. I know that talking to those teams, they're excited to be here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone competed. Everyone tried their best, but ultimately it's just about Faze right now holding that trophy, and really there's a lot of eyes look at them in jealousy, and we will hope to see them back very soon.
Yes, indeed we will. And well, Faze are such a consistent team. It is absolutely insane. But Liquid also with the new roster looking...
Let's take a really,
wow, it got really
really good look at this. Top 8 teams are 4 Angry Men, Entasace, Avangar, Tempestorm, Cloud9, Vitality, Liquid, and of course Faze Clan. Faze Clan won almost with 600 points over the second place, which is insane when you think about it, since that's more than just winning the game twice.
Yeah.
Without kills, of course.
I mean, it's mind-boggling how well they did. But again, I've said it many times, and we can keep on saying it. Consistency is king, and these guys are the kings of consistency. They proved that here in a 20-game tournament. We knew they were a favorite coming in. I don't think we knew just how consistent they would prove to be. I mean, there was a game that they tried to sort of just slow play there. The second to last one, they ended up coming out with a first place finish and like 11 kills.
Yeah, honestly, they only had maybe 2 minor games, and all the other games were almost only top 5 games.
Yep.
And that's where they got all their placement points from.
All right, the overall stats after 20 games for FaZe Clan, standing, of course, first place, the golden one. Kills, 112. By the way, that's the same amount that Vitality had in 20 games. But, of course, Liquid had the most with 140. When it comes to damage, almost 1k per round, let's say like that. And total points, which is 30,607. I'm not sure, we don't have